Have you ever looked at your company's strategy and thought, this is brilliant, but then watched the projects that are supposed to make it happen just kind of fizzle out? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. There's this huge gap between great ideas and actual execution. And today, we're going to dig into a really powerful data-driven way to finally close that gap for good.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we'll nail down the exact problem that so many projects run into. Then we'll talk about the global standard designed to fix it. But, theory is one thing and practice is another. That's going to lead us to the real hero here, a unique tool that just slices through all that complexity and gives you a clear path forward.
Okay, let's dive right in. We're talking about that core problem, that super frustrating disconnect between what the strategy says on paper and what's actually getting done on the ground.
I mean, this is the question that keeps consultants and PMO managers up at night, right? You've got the vision from the top, you've got smart people ready to work, but the results, they're all over the place. It's a total roller coaster. So why is it so hard to just connect the dots and get predictable, consistent results?
Well, the answer really boils down to this one powerful idea: organizational project management maturity. And look, think of it like this. It's not about how good you are at running one single project. It's about how mature your entire system is. It's about building a well-oiled machine that automatically picks the right projects and then nails the execution every single time to help you hit those big strategic goals.
So, the big question is, how do you actually build that kind of organizational muscle? Well, the good news is you do not have to start from scratch. There's a global standard, a blueprint, that was designed for exactly this.
And here it is. It's called OPM3, and it comes from the Project Management Institute, or PMI, which is a huge name in this space. Now let's be super clear. This isn't just another framework with a bunch of buzzwords. This is the global standard. It's the authoritative, recognized way to measure and actually improve your project management maturity. And this thing didn't just pop up overnight. It's the result of a decade of serious work. It started way back in 1998. PMI went out and surveyed companies all over the world to figure out what they actually needed. Then it went through heavy beta testing with huge global companies before it was finally published as an American national standard. So yeah, this thing is battle tested. And this quote from the standard itself just says it all, doesn't it? It's not about managing projects just to tick off a box on a checklist. No, it's about building the real capabilities you need to execute your strategy. That link from your team's capabilities straight to the company's strategy, that is everything.
Okay, so we've got this incredible, comprehensive standard. Sounds perfect, right? Problem solved. Well, not so fast. Because like any amazing theory, the real challenge is actually putting it into practice. And this is where a lot of organizations just hit a brick wall.
The sheer scale of OPM3 can be, honestly, a little terrifying. We're talking about looking at hundreds, and I mean hundreds, of best practices and capabilities. If you're a consultant or a PMO manager trying to do this manually in a spreadsheet, it's a total nightmare. It's just endless hours, it's unbelievably complex, and you're always worried you made a mistake somewhere. And that right there is why having a specialized tool is an absolute game changer. It's the bridge that gets you from the dense, complicated theory of OPM3 over to the clear, actionable results you need to actually get things done. So, let's pull back the curtain and see exactly how this tool tames all that complexity and just gets rid of that manual grind. This is where things get really cool.
I mean, just look at the difference here. On one side, you have potential chaos. One giant monster workbook with dozens of tabs for everybody. And on the other side, the tool solution. These clean, simple, role-based workbooks. This one change completely transforms how you collect data.
So here's how it works, and it's pretty brilliant. You, the assessor, you have the one main workbook where you control everything. But when you go to talk to people, you give them their own little workbook. The person in HR, they only see HR questions. Your project managers, they only see PM questions. It means no more confusion, no more glazed over eyes during interviews. It's just focused, efficient, and saves everybody a ton of time.
So after you've collected all the answers in those simple little workbooks, you're ready for the hard part, right? Wrong. The process is so simple. You just go back to the main workbook, pop over to the Score Calc tab, and you click one button. Seriously, that's it. The tool does all the heavy lifting from there.
And behind that single click is so much power. The Auto Calculate button instantly sucks in all the data from those individual workbooks. It automatically applies all the correct weightings, and it pulls it all together perfectly.
This one feature gets rid of what used to be hours, sometimes even days, of that mind-numbing, error-prone spreadsheet work.
Now, getting accurate data really fast is a massive win, for sure. But that's just step one. The real prize, the whole point of doing this, is turning that data into an actual concrete plan for getting better.
Now that is the ultimate payoff, right? This tool doesn't just spit out a bunch of numbers at you, it transforms all that raw data into a real step-by-step roadmap for leveling up your organization's game.
Okay, check this out. Inside the Results tab, you've got these awesome sorting and filtering tools. With just a couple of clicks, you can instantly see every single capability that isn't being met. This isn't just a list of problems, it's your automatically generated, prioritized blueprint for your entire improvement plan.
And of course, when it's time to show your findings to the higher-ups or to your clients, the tool has your back. It automatically generates these beautiful, professional reports that are ready for any presentation. You get these crystal clear visuals that show overall maturity, how you're doing by process group. It's everything you need to build a powerful data-driven case for change.
And here's a little feature that sounds small, but trust me, you are going to love it. This Copy Report button. You click it once, and the whole perfectly formatted chart is on your clipboard, ready to paste right into your PowerPoint or your final document. No more wrestling with formatting, it just works.
So let's just boil it all down. What do you get? You save a ton of time and get rid of errors thanks to automation. You run super efficient assessments using the role-based workbooks. You can build a data-driven improvement plan in minutes, not days. You get to present killer reports that make you look great. And get this, it's the only exclusive Excel-based tool for OPM3 on the market. So at the end of the day, this is about way more than just a fancy spreadsheet. This is about changing how you approach organizational improvement. It brings real rigor, real efficiency, and real clarity to a super complex process, and it turns the powerful OPM3 standard into tangible, bottom-line results. So the question really comes back to you, and it's pretty simple. Are you ready to stop guessing and start measuring? Are you ready to use a data-driven, systematic approach to really elevate your project delivery and finally hit those big, ambitious goals?